Hello, 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 and welcome to Workouts for Older Men Live. I am Skip LaCour. So glad you are joining me. Hey, make sure you're on my email list so I can let you know when I have information that I post on my skiplacour.com site or anywhere on my social media platforms. The information, the inspiration, the accountability that you need to take your body to a higher level. I know you want more, even though you're a little bit older, you got a busy, productive life, you're looking all over the internet. I want to help you sort it all out. In this video, I want to give you some of my perspective. Doing this for 34 years. I'm a former 6-time national champion drug-free bodybuilder. I did all the things that you've heard about at least at one time in my career when it comes to training and nutrition. All right. I have a lot of perspective of what's important now. 21 years ago, I retired from competitive bodybuilding. I had to strip away all the things that don't matter, that might be interesting, might be the newest, latest, greatest thing, but really aren't making an impact and aren't worth the willpower, focus, energy, and time investing in it. And what I do for men through my one-on-one coaching and hopefully through these videos that you watch is I simplify the process for you so you don't have all that trial and error, all that wasted time and energy working hard and not getting the results. In this video, I want to give you my perspective on why you're so confused, and hopefully looking at from this perspective will help you just dig in and make the workout routine that you've chosen work for you. Because I know that there's so many, you're doing all this work and you're thinking that, what if I did this routine? And it's tough to stay focused when you don't think you're getting the results, or you hear this fitness influencer or this website saying this routine is the best one for you. All right, got to understand this. The main goal is to overload the muscle, and it isn't as much as it's not as important, how you split the body parts, how often you do it, the exercise or the sets of the reps. It's what you do. It's putting the power behind it all, overloading the muscle. That's what builds muscle. There's a lot of things that we may do that, like, I don't know, after a chest exercise, workout. Guys will say, hey, then I'll do push-ups at the end because it makes me feel pumped or, feels good. Well, it may feel good, but that's not helping you build muscle. And I can go on and on and on with all the things that may feel good or the things that you're told that seem to work, but they're just a really waste of time and energy. Those start stacking up. It's a big inefficient use of your time. You don't have that when you're busy. You don't want a new career as a fitness influencer. You just want to get in shape and keep your priorities and values the same. So in your busy life, your family life, your business, and everything that's important to you, right? So you got to understand something, right? Back when the godfathers of fitness, of muscle building, the Weeders, right? They had this tremendous passion for lifting weights, and it was a very small subculture. But what was great? They were passionate about it. They learned all the distinctions when it came to muscle building, all the different workout, way before it was popular. All right, so they put it out in a magazine. Back in those days, magazines were very profitable. It became a business to spread their passion. All right, those would come out every single month. Right, well, unless they wanted to have a periodical or they wanted to just put out a book, which they did that too, you can't have the same information month after month after month in a magazine. You're not going to get that. Business is going to fail because they just say, well, why am I getting this magazine every single month when it's the same information? All right, so what they realized is everybody had different styles and approaches, and so that's doing all the different ways to get that overload. They said, well, some people might like longer workouts, some might like shorter, some might like this type of variety, drop sets, and all these Weeder principles were designed and all working in the same direction, right? And so that's what would keep the magazine going. New information, but it all was directionally in the same way. And then when they came out with their multi-billion-dollar supplement industry and all their employees and all their business, so that along with the subscription, they had to produce another training principle. Not that they couldn't work, but that's what they did. So now with all these different training routines and someone's looking so good and saying they work, right? But he says that getting confused on all the different, like you have to have the right one. There are five things that you got to remember to make any training strategy work. And you got to remember it's overload. All right. I talk about them all the time, continue on my page. All right. But it's the magic that makes all of these training strategies work. The one is that you need to find the frequency, the style that you like best that fits with your schedule. But you can make them all work if you know how to create that overload. I tell you, I work with men all the time, and some of them have been working out for 20 years, getting good results. And sometimes that's a challenge. They get good results just doing whatever they design, because at the beginning, if you just move more, eat less, lift weights, you're going to progress. But the challenge is, how many times over 20 years, do you try anything really new? And if you don't get those 5 organizing principles to make any training strategy work, then you're going to be getting the same results. It's going to top out. All right. So it's about getting the most out of what you're doing rather than searching for that perfect training program that only works for your age or your body type or your genetics. All right. Or that whole thing of, hey, well, every body is different. It's not. It's just your preference may be different. And you may be more motivated to do a certain style of working out versus others. They all can get you to the same goal when you know how to make that work. So continue watching my videos, and I'll break that down for you. As I do all throughout my videos, you can scroll down here on Facebook, you can go all over YouTube, and you can start putting it together. If you want me to simplify this process for you and talk to you one-on-one, become your personal teacher, where I talk to you week by week, right? Maybe even accountability, make sure you do what you learn. Reach out for me for one-on-one coaching and make this really efficient, because sometimes if you don't get this, you didn't get it in the first couple of years, you're going to think you did, and you can be training for 5 years, for 10 years, and never get it. And that happens all the time with some really smart men who have had some success, just not the success that they want with their workouts. All right, so that's going to do it for this Workouts for Older Men Live. Let's take on the day with a sense of urgency. We've got more time behind us than we do in front of us. Have a great day.